Good morning, people. Good Monday morning to you. This is Dion, your 49er reporter, back here with some NFL news. So definitely, before we go ahead and get into that, definitely hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button to keep yourself up to date on any and everything NFL, and as well, any and everything San Francisco 49ers. First and foremost, let's get into it. So we got some tags, some franchise tags have in place. A couple people that didn't want the tag, but we already knew they was going to get it. So that was a dead given. All right. Dak Prescott has been tagged. We all know what's been going on with Dak Prescott. We all know that he has been in contract talks with the Dallas Cowboys. And yes, nothing has gone anywhere. Looks like they offered him about $33 million a year. And Dak pretty much was like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. The stupid thing about this is they could have signed Dak a few years back when they saw that he was winning, and he would have been cheaper. But because they waited so long, now he's going to cost you more. I think Dak is probably going to take a deal that's going to give him at least $35 to $36 million a year. The thing about this is that Dak's a quarterback. Quarterbacks always get paid the most money, so he's going to have to basically set the market. He's going to try to do so with his agent, and I can guarantee you right now, even though they place that tag on him, you won't see Dak on the field wearing that star on his helmet anytime soon until Jerry, who supposedly has no problem opening up his checkbook, winds up in a situation where he can go ahead and open that checkbook properly and pay the man. The man has done everything that he can. You can't fault him all the time, for the losing ways of the Cowboys. I mean, I have to agree sometimes with Stephen A. Smith is a black cat running around that franchise. But simple enough, you won't see Dak on the field until they get that man probably, I would say, at least $35 to $36 million a year. If you give him 33, it's laughable. It's a joke. So you got AJ Green, who was tagged. He didn't want the tag. You asked him not to tag him, but he had to know that was going to fucking happen. They're not just going to let him walk. So that's unfortunate for him, but he hasn't been in action this past couple of years. Pretty much has been spent sitting on a bench injured. So he has to go out there and prove himself this year. I would say for him, play under the tag, ball out, and still get yourself some money for the next year. This will be the last contract that he gets where it's going to be ridiculous money. And going into 2020, he'll have way more money to play with. Going into 2021, he'll have more money to play with. I apologize for that one. All right, so next thing, Devontae Freeman was cut. The Falcons have cut Devontae Freeman and Desmond Trufant, and the reason being is strictly for money. These are all money cuts. They're trying to make sure they open up their cap space because they know when free agency gets there, they want to be able to bring in some key core players that they can go ahead and make sure, they put on their squad to make the Falcons better. So Freeman and Desmond Trufant, they were cap casualties, and everybody knew they was going to cut Devontae Freeman. He hasn't been the same running back, for the past couple of years, and situation is it's time to move on. So next up, you got Bud Dupree from the Steelers. He got the tag. Then you've got Derrick Henry. He got tagged. Why? Because Derrick Henry is too good of a running back just to let walk. You're not going to let Derrick Henry walk. I'm sorry about that, people. It's just not going to happen. So they'll probably try to work out an extension with him throughout that time, but tagging him ensures that he doesn't go anywhere and no team can basically go ahead and try to get him. So the dumbest thing I've seen today, but it will put a lot of things to rest and put a lot of people to rest, is the fact that Kirk Cousins got a goddamn extension out of the Vikings. Now, I know I've told y'all before on my channel about people robbing people, man. Just flat out robbery. It's like you're holding them up at gunpoint, man, and you're in a bank, and you're basically saying, if you don't give me your money, then I'll kill you. Kirk Cousins has essentially robbed the Vikings for $84 million. You know why? Because he done went there and ain't did a goddamn thing. In the 3 years he's been with the Vikings, they've done nothing. They went to the playoffs. They beat Carolina. Ooh, nothing. They've got nowhere near the NFC Championship game. They got nowhere near a Super Bowl. They got their ass handed to us when we fucked with them. So you got to think about it from this standpoint. Why are they extending him? They gave this man 2 years, $66 million with $61 million guaranteed. Are you stupid? Come on, Minnesota. Y'all got to know that man ain't taking you nowhere. Kirk Cousins pads his stats. I know the quarterback market is dry, but damn, y'all got to be this stupid? I mean, oh well, man. Y'all gonna stay in mediocrity forever. So one thing that does is there's two things that have happened over this past weekend that have, kind of shut the door on different types of speculation that we have. And you know what those two things have been? It's the fact that you had the Titans go ahead and they signed Ryan Tannehill to an extension. Good for him. He got some money. Now he'll be all right. He'll be able to set his family up if he's smart with his bread. So Ryan Tannehill gets an extension. And you know what else happens? Kirk Cousins gets himself an extension. And then another thing happens. We wind up dropping out of the Tom Brady sweepstakes. Ooh, we never were in it, people. So anybody that believed that we were going to go ahead and try to get Tom Brady, y'all must have been out y'all damn mind and y'all not real fans. Because we don't want Tom Brady. We are going to roll with Jimmy Garoppolo as we said we were going to do. This is nothing new. Everybody knew this shit. And that's it. So we staying with Jimmy G. We dropped out of that. And then all these things have been happening. But the beauty is that the NFL isn't stopping. I'm glad that everything is still continuing to move. These cats still had their pro days. People were able to watch it via video. I'm hoping that by the time, the draft comes around, it can be back to normal. Everything will be good. But those few things happen, man. So those are just some of the tags that are in place. Now, we have not placed a tag on Arik Armstead. I know we have not. So I'm a little nervous about that because I know they're working on a long-term deal with him. But the thing is he going to take a hometown discount? We did get, I think, at least about 10 to 12 million more in cap space with the new CBA being ratified. So we'll see what happens. But I honestly believe that it's going to be a beautiful situation for us. Hopefully things work out with Arik. We can get him re-signed. If anything, I say let Jimmy walk and, move on to another squad so he can get paid. These players don't last very long, and their careers don't usually last more than 3 to 4 years. So that man need to go get his money and do what he got to do. I can understand it, but some of the moves that are made always will confuse you. That Kirk Cousins move, man, I'm telling you, Kirk Cousins is just as bad as Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford robbed the NFL for millions of dollars. He robbed the Rams. I think when he signed with the Rams, that was like the old school CBA where you could get in the first round and then they had to give you like a big contract, like you just went on for like 4 years and was winning and you won at least the Super Bowl. That's what they was doing with the number one picks. So I think Sam Bradford got like 64 mil out of the Rams. And then he went on in every other contract. That man ain't never had a single digit contract. He's always had double-digit $1 million contracts. And I have no idea how. He played for the Vikings, get hurt. Every time he played, he got hurt. He was the most injury-prone player in the NFL. And that motherfucker was commanding all kinds of money just based off of his potential alone, which was what was very confusing. Now, Cousins isn't injury-prone. Cousins just sucks. So, to the Viking fans, man, I'm sorry. Y'all got 3 more years of that bullshit. He gonna pad his motherfucking stats. Y'all ain't never gonna win no damn ring with this dude. Y'all should have just let his ass run this contract out and move on. Now he's sitting there sucking up all y'all cap space, and y'all could have gave some money to Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Do the things that y'all need to do to be able to get yourself right. But hey, it is what it is. I'm Dion. I'm going to work. I'm out. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and be clean, man. That's all you gotta do is be clean. The stupid ass virus bullshit will go away, and life will continue to move on. And to the people out there that have more than enough, stop buying all this shit, man. There's people out there that really need water and fucking toilet paper. And y'all out here buying up all the shit, hoarding it, panicking, when ain't nothing to panic about. Just be smart, man. And if you see somebody that ain't got it and you got more than enough, be human. Share what you got. Give to others. That's how we stay together as a human race. It ain't about colors. It's about existence. So please stop buying up all this bullshit, because people out there really need it, man. Stop buying up all the goddamn food and shit like that. Yeah, come on now. Everybody stay blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. That's the news.